I have an $82,000 credit limit on one card, and I used a simple merge strategy to combine the powers of multiple cards and transform it into one ultra power card, which not only increases my odds of getting higher limits for new credit, but it also resets the clock on my 0% interest period. So my name is Kyle Alexander, and today I'm going to break down exactly how I did it. Now, first off, the question is, how did I even get business credit in the first place? Well, I was structured properly in my personal credit as well as my business lendability. Now, what is that? If you check out my other video here, I go into it a bit in more detail, but if you need a quick refresher, I got you. You need a solid, well-rounded profile for your personal credit, which not only is a good credit score above 680, but includes no derogatories, utilization below 10%, and at most 30%, an average account age at least 3 to 5 years, 100% on your payment history, less than 2 hard inquiries, and a mix of at least 10 primary accounts in your name that include revolving cards, loans, and other reporting bills. So if you want a recap document that puts the hot points on one sheet, then click the link in the description for a free business funding checklist that I can send you. There you can also see what you'll need to get in place on the business side to make it look attractive to the banks when you go for funding. Now, if you want to learn more about these topics and many more, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this channel together and get this information to as many people as possible. That one small act is actually changing the future generations for another person. So think about that. One small thing, just one piece of information can change an entire trajectory for a family. So let's get to the breakdown, right? So I had to get to the board for this one, right? So this example is using the Chase Inc. business card, but you can do this with Amex, with Bank of America, and you can check out with your rep at your bank to see if it's possible at other institutions. But here we go. So first, I had a business credit card. Let's call it card one. Card one. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. And this was $22,000 limit on my very first card, my Chase Inc. card, right? And this is 0% interest for 12 months. Awesome. Hooray. Right now, so I began to use this card responsibly, started investing, started getting into mentorships, doing all sorts of cool things with it, right? Now, not too long after, probably about 9 months, now in comes card number 2, right? And card two was 33. Are you guys seeing the power, hopefully, of this? Because this is just from one institution, this one Chase set of cards, and now we're already stacking up pretty nicely. But card 2 was 33,000, right? Again, 0% interest for another 12 months. Awesome. Yep. Now, continue to use those cards responsibly. Great. Now, the only problem is, and also at that time, I got a credit increase, right? I got a credit increase, and now this 22,000 is 25,000. Great. Check. Now, so after that increase, the only problem is this first one is the 0% period was ending. The party was over, right? So now I was using the second card, continuing to invest in myself predominantly and first and foremost. But next, after that, now I have another problem because time's going by. 0% period is also ending on the second card. Right, so now in comes card number 3, round 3, sometime down the line. Now, card number 3, you would think, okay, 22,000, 33,000, why not 44? That would be magical, right? Card number 3, $10,000. Now, you can see my disappointment, right? What am I going to do with this puny little $10,000 card? Now, speaking of which, $10,000 is not puny. When you're looking at the personal side, that's actually a pretty high limit. But on the business side, the numbers are very, very different, right? So this kind of shows you the ball game that we're in when we're looking at business credit, right? So now, but we have $10,000. This is at 0% interest for another 12 months. Now, here's the magic. The magic is in the merge. Boom. Right. So here's what happens, right? So right at that time that I got that card, the first card, we got another increase to by $5,000, and now we're at $30,000 for this first card. This second card got an increase, and now we're at $43,000, right? Which is awesome. However, these both still have balances, and they're both not in their 0% period anymore, right? So this merge, first merge is this 30,000 merged with this 10,000 over here for card 3. Right, so now once those were merged together, Chase took out $500 and said, if you want to merge this account, you can't use the entire amount, right? So they took out 500, so now we're at 29.5 plus this 10,000, right, on the new card equals 39,500 on the new card, right? Now, number 2, enter this $43,000 card with no 0% period left. We're going to subtract 500 from that as well, because they wouldn't let me take the whole thing. And now we're at 42,500, right? So once we add those two together, say, hey, let's make it a party. We're going to merge all of them together. And what do we end up with? $82,000. And guess what? All at 0% for another 12 months. Boom. Now, note that in order for this to happen, these cards and the card that you want to merge, it has to be at a 0 balance, right? So when I did this, I did have balances on the cards because I knew I was investing in real estate, mentorships, like I said. And if you do want to know how I got my balances down to 0 in order to make this happen, please comment below and I will make a separate video describing this transfer and liquidation process. Some pretty cool and interesting stuff, right? So now that is how I got my $82,000 limit, right? With a new 0% interest period. So very, very powerful information that they're not really going to tell you about, at least up front. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as we have much more to cover in the coming days as we make this journey to funding our future. And I will see you in the next one.